Hello, QVS course monitors. I wanted to take the opportunity today to introduce myself and to show you around some of the classes that you will be supporting me with this year and to maybe give you some tips on what you could do as a course monitor to help your students be successful. My name is Jenny Sedmak, and I've been with QSI for a very long time and even working with QVS for about 10 years now. Currently, I am in our QSI school in Benin, in West Africa, but I've been to many of our QSI schools. I've taught at our school in Almaty, Kazakhstan, Tbilisi, Georgia, Shenzhen, China, Belmopan, Belize, and again now in Benin in West Africa. I really love the QSI way and have come to embrace the mastery learning model within the digital platform that I am providing to our students. You, as a course monitor, your role is to help me stay connected with your students, but I really should be doing all of the work. I do want to show you around the course page though, so that you have some familiarity with the platform that we are working on, and would also encourage and welcome you to ask any questions that you may have of me through the year as it relates to the success of your students. In QVS or QSI Virtual School, we use the Moodle platform as the main source for all of the lessons that we provide to the students. We have, over the past year or two, adopted also Teams Network, which is very important because it is a platform for where we can communicate with students, whether it be through chats where they're asking questions about a particular assignment, or whether it be in a Teams video conferencing meeting where we are meeting as a class or listening to presentations, or just giving more, again, clarity to an assignment. So you should have also been enrolled in my Teams class where I posted the syllabus for the course, the access to textbook information that students need for that. If it's an AP course, they'll also have to access and enroll in the My AP page. I put the join code there. For students who are new to AP, they might need your help in doing that. And it's really important that they sign up with my join code, because then it will give them access to the assignments that I post, and it will let me watch their progress as they get practice with AP style questions. And then I can better prepare them for the AP exam. So lots of things were posted in Teams on Friday for the different classes. You should have been added as a teacher monitor for that class. And you can help your students kind of navigate that if they're having trouble with anything technology related as it relates to Teams and their QSI email and all of that. Right now, I want to take you to the Moodle platform and show you around. I won't go in every course. So some of you may not have students in AP US history or that, but pretty much every one of my courses, it's set up the exact same way. So once you know how to navigate one, you're not going to have much trouble navigating the other. They're pretty uniform, and I think that's why I have a lot of students who take multiple courses from me over the years, because they see that it's something that they can get very comfortable with in terms of the structure and content of the class. I try to make it very clear for the students, and since you'll be enrolled in the pages, then hopefully, and with this video support, it will be very clear for you. But we'll also have meetings where monitors can join in, where the director will answer any questions that you have about what's going on with your students. A lot of us QVS teachers join in on those meetings, so you'll have access to us in video conferencing. You can chat with me in Teams also, If you have questions, I can answer them there. Okay. But let me take you to the course page right now and let me show you around Moodle and help you get familiar with like your role as a monitor. And then I'll kind of at the end talk about what I do here in Benin. I am a course monitor here too. So along with the classes that I teach, I have students in my classroom throughout the day, and I'm kind of like guiding them through their online program too. So I know lots about it, and I'm happy to help you if you ever have any questions throughout the year. But to the course page first. So let's go to Moodle, and you should all have access to Moodle. You should have been given a course monitor account. If you don't have one, please contact the director and he will set that up for you. And when you do successfully log into your Moodle page, you should have on your dashboard all of the classes that your students at your school are enrolled in. This happens to be my Moodle dashboard, but just to kind of give you a general tour. So here are all of my classes. I even have that Introduction to Online Learning module. I'll talk about that in a minute here. And then you could see like in this parent portal, these are the students who happen to be under my instruction, like they are my students from Benin who have been taking QVS classes. You should have something similar to that on your dashboard. And if you open up this menu over here, even more options for you to choose from. And I'll talk a little bit more about that when I get into one of the classes. But first, before your students get access to any of these classes, it's important that they complete this IOL, this Introduction to Online Learning module. In fact, they're not going to get access to their classes until they do this. There's a little introduction from the director, and then different tabs for students to click on in order to complete the entire module. Here they can meet their teachers. In fact, you can too. So if you want to know who's teaching any of the classes, click here and it opens up a menu to all of us QVS teachers. After they meet their teachers, then they'll open up this module. There's some tips from some old students, things that they did to be successful in online courses. One of the main keys is communication. So if you ever have a question or your students ever have a question, please don't let them be shy. They have to reach out to their teachers because the best way that we can help them is if they are willing to communicate. I literally will drop the ball and call a student whenever they write to me if they have a question, or just chat with them if they don't want to do a video call. A lot of questions can be answered just in the Teams chat. In this section, this one's really important because that helps them get familiar with how our lessons are delivered on Moodle. We use forums that they participate in, like online discussions. There are tests that are embedded into our Moodle pages. A lot of the tests have timers on them, so the students have to work within a certain time constraint. We have little scorn packages, which I like to call gifts of knowledge because they look like a little pink gift box, along with uploading assignments. So there's all types of different activities and lessons that teachers use to deliver their content. This helps students come to understand how to interact with our Moodle pages. This one's really important, have their parents sign the plagiarism contract and consent form. And then finally, if your students are AP, this gives them important information about the AP exam and how they can prepare for it. So that is the IOL, as we call it. And then I'm going to take you into one of my classes. So if you look at, if you open up one of the classes, and again, all of my cultural studies courses are formatted the same way. I always have an introductory video, always some tips on what they should do on the first day. There's the course syllabus and access to the textbook. Again, from class to class, all the same. If it is an AP course, here is the information on how to join the My AP class. AP courses do have summer assignments. And then this one is really important to you. It is the mastery table. So it's an outline of when we will do the units and the dates that apply to each of those students. So you can always ask your student, what unit are you on? And then you can go in and look at what unit they should be on to see if they're actually, in fact, on pace with the expectation of me, the teacher. So the mastery table is really important. I would say like maybe print it out, have the students post it in a notebook, or you could have it posted in your classroom somewhere so they know if they're on pace with the targets that I set. And then there's all the different units. Most of our teachers, we lock future units and only have open to the students the units that they should be working on. And even these unit tabs have the dates that they should be following as they move from unit to unit. Now, one of the things that you can really do as a course monitor, you have access to my grade book. So if you click on this menu tab up here, it opens a menu of options and you can go to grades. And then you will have access to student grades. Now, this has no one populated in it so far, but when there are students populated in this class, you'll see a list of names here and you can click on the name and it will give data about how they are progressing through the unit. And then you can see like full transparency. You can see all of the activities that I will do with them. They're in the order in which we will do them. They will generate scores as they move through these activities. The scores will be posted over here. And then I make a habit of posting comments like, way to go, great job. Or if it's like something that they're uploading, I'll make comment on some topic or content in history that we are studying. If they have to redo something, then in the grade book, there would be mention that they would have to redo a certain question and maybe give them some instruction or tips on how to do that. So it's really important. You have access to the grade book, and it's important that you follow your students' progress through the grade book using the mastery table and watching how they are progressing through those different assignments from unit to unit. So I hope that tour was really helpful. If not, we can meet in a call and I can give you more information and take you to different parts of the Moodle page. Like I said at the beginning, though, we will also have meetings for course monitors, so I would encourage you to join in those meetings. I know sometimes it's hard to fashion it in within the context of your schedule, but do know that we are here and available to you if you ever have questions about your students' progress. I am a course monitor here in Benin, and the way I operate it is I really act as a liaison between my students and their teachers. I do watch those grade books. I do go on the course pages from time to time to look at the resources and try and figure out ways that I can help my students access those resources. They actually sit in this classroom while they are doing the QVS classes, so I can kind of like peek over their shoulder to see if they're on the QVS Moodle page or working on some type of assignment. Generally, I begin every day by saying to them, so what are you working on today? And what unit are you in? What's the content? Maybe I can't help them with that AP Calculus assignment that they are doing, but I can at least motivate them to get it done. And I can encourage them to communicate with their QVS teachers. And I can kind of give them the motivation to keep moving on, even on those days when they don't feel like working. So that's a very important part of my role with my QSI Benin students who are taking QVS classes. And I guess as a QVS teacher, I kind of have an advantage in terms of knowing the platform and how it works. But we want to make you feel just as comfortable with the platform. So we're happy to help you in getting familiar with how to navigate these Moodle pages. Please contact me if you ever have any questions. Welcome to the year and thanks for joining us. Bye.